All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Primetime Mindset Podcast. I'm Jared Simon, along with Amina Tareen, and we are franchise administrators at Game Day Men's Health in Katy, Memorial, and downtown Houston. And today we're talking with someone who knows what it means really to perform under pressure every single day. Eric Rowe is the co-host of the Roula Show with Eric on 104.1 KRBE here in Houston. And if you listen to the morning radio in this city, you know Eric's voice. And, what you might not know about Eric is that he's also a client at Game Day Men's Health. And over the past few months, he's experienced firsthand how our targeted treatments can transform not just how you look, but how you perform in everyday life. So, Eric, welcome to the podcast. And
Thank you so much. And yes, my voice definitely sticks out. So, no, I'm not Kermit the Frog. I'm not Ray Romano or Jack in the Box. So I'm just Eric, who gets up early every day to try and entertain hundreds of thousands of people. That's the goal every day.
And you do that.
Try, But I met you guys back in July, but I started getting testosterone replacement therapy in end of August, I think it was. I'm not sure, but it's... that's why I wanted you guys to be part of our KRBE family, because I believe in it. And that's one thing we try and do on our show is if we're doing endorsements or we're talking about clients, we want to make sure it's good. So I was hoping when I got my first testosterone shot, I'm like, I'm hoping this works because that'd be awkward. But shoo, I lucked out. It works great. It's not, I will say, and you guys tell me this too, it's like, Gary, it doesn't happen overnight. Right then, it takes time. But I noticed within the first 10 days how my body changed for the better. And
well, let me jump on that real quick. So you mentioned that, and that is a common question we get, like, when am I going to feel something? Typically, I tell guys, from my own experience, I tell guys, hey, you'll feel the first thing that you may notice is maybe the brain fog gets lifted, or you're a little more clear in your thought, and you're maybe that motivation to do stuff comes back. What was it with you? Was it energy, or was it something else?
For me, first it was more like because energy took like about 10 days for that, but before it was like just like in the bedroom. It's like, yeah, you feel like you're a 28-year-old again, but I'm not 28.
Yeah.
It's funny how, like, if you could go back in time to your 24-year-old body, if you're over 40, you'd probably have a heart attack because you wouldn't realize how much is gradually you're losing over your life. You don't realize it. And so to me, you guys are kind of like going into a time machine. And I go in there, and then you guys are bringing me back to when I was in my late 20s, early 20s and stuff. So it's pretty cool. The energy, I was at the gym today. I had my TRT yesterday, testosterone shot yesterday, and then I was at the gym, and my trainer's like, "Man, you're working out really hard today. You're getting good reps, and you're really working, energy." I'm like, "No, I got my shot yesterday, so maybe." But I've been doing it since August. So, I mean, if you're doing this and you think in 3 or 4 days you're going to be all energy and crazy, and no, you didn't be crazy. I've been smiling more. I'm happier. Life is good.
So, Eric,
and I have a stressful job.
Yeah, that's what I was going to allude to, that, your role in, what you do, so much of that impacts how we start our days. So many of us listen to you in the morning and on our way to work. Your motivation, your energy, your positivity really helps a lot of us, stay motivated at work too. So, your health that you experience on your day to day, it really impacts all of us. So, first of all, thank you for that. There's so many that listen to you and are huge fans of what you do and what you bring to our day. So talk to us a little bit about that positivity. Did you notice a change in just your mood as well?
Yeah.
I know you felt the changes at the gym and the bedroom, but what about your overall,
when it comes
talk to us about that.
It's been a crazy 6 months, and having my name on the Roula Show with Aaron, and a lot more responsibility. You know, I'm getting up at 3:50 in the morning, starting my day off. And someday like today, it's in the afternoon, I'm still going, still working. And the positivity comes from, I mean, I'm always trying to be positive because I always figure someone has it worse than me in life. I don't have it bad at all, but I'm just saying, like, someone's having a bad day. I turn that mic on. My goal is to make you hopefully laugh, smile, cause an emotion. I'm big on emotions. I want you to be happy, positive, sad. Like today, we had somebody that was on that people were crying about because the stepdad got some closure with his stepdaughter. I want to get this emotion. I want to do positive things. And I've noticed it's picked up for me because like 9:30, I'm dragging before, but now, I mean, I did the show. I've been up since 3:45, 3:50 this morning, 3:50. And then did the show, went to the gym. I'm doing this. I had a little quick lunch, and I could go another 10 rounds. I could jump on the radio right now.
That's awesome. That's what we like to hear, and that's what we're here for. I mean, we really believe in the treatment. We believe that this can change lives. And I mean, I'm glad to hear that you're seeing the positive effects of this.
So I feel safe too with you guys, because you have doctors there and people that you know have questions. They help me out. I text them, call them, and you know, it's not just, hey, come on in, get a shot, leave. No, it's, hey,
you're not a number.
Yeah, if you go to any of your places, you guys will see. Because I've been to another place. I won't mention it, obviously, but I was not happy with the way when I walked in. I just did not like it. This wasn't for me. Maybe it works for other people. For me, you guys, it's warm. I'm friends. You see them once a week. There's food there if you want some protein bar, or a cookie, or a Gatorade, or drink. You can relax, watch TV and stuff. So, and you don't really have time to do that because you get in, you see everybody, and you're out within like 10 minutes or 12 minutes or so, not even. And because I'm the worst with appointments. Sometimes I forget, so that you guys are nice enough to let me come in. So I still get in fast. If I had my appointment and I stuck to it, I'd really be out there in probably 6 minutes. So I just
we really try to cater our treatments based on your goals and your schedule. We're here for you. That's the concept. That's what Jared and I have always strived towards, is building a medical practice that is all about the patient. Always.
And I see that firsthand.
So take me back. You said you had 6 months, and you also said you gone another place. So what was it 6 months ago that made you say, okay, I need to do something? Were you feeling something? It was something. Did something drop off? Or it's just like you just didn't feel your best? Or
like a year and a half ago, I tried this other place, and then I didn't like it. And then I went to my urologist, and he said, "Oh, Eric, I can get you some to do at home," but I did not know what I was doing. This is not. I mean, some people it's easy. The needle, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's like, but for me at home, I can't jab myself. I was making my wife do it, and she was scared to death. Believe me, she'd love to give me that shot. But it was not a good situation doing this. So I stopped for like 7 months, and then I was just on the couch in July. I'm just tired. I'm just like just lethargic and not the energy that I used to have, which is going to happen when you get older. And I said, enough's enough. I want to try something different. And then I met you guys. You were in this at the station one day, and I'm like, oh, what's Game Day Men's Health? What? Oh, what? You guys do this, and not just testosterone. You guys do lots of other things. I'm gonna start doing peptides. I'm gonna try doing that. I talked to you guys yesterday about doing this, so I'm gonna do that. Starting next week, I think it becomes. I'll start doing that. That one I can do at home because it's a small needle stuff.
That was a little easier.
Yeah. Easier.
Yeah, I'm excited to try that. Hopefully I'll be back on here in like 3 or 4 months to tell you how that experience goes, because I'm excited about that, because I love to. As you get older, you gotta lift weights. You gotta be in shape. Sorry about that. You know, I'm just trying to build muscle. You know, I'm not trying to get my abs and stuff. I just want to be healthy. I want to live a long, healthy life, and I need the energy to do it. That's what I'm getting with you guys. So.
And everything you do today is going to really determine how you age. So it's really important, and I'm happy to hear that, you know, you're taking care of your health. Because a lot of people realize when it gets a little later, and it's much harder to recover from it when you've kind of, gone down that path of.
I would tell people too, if you're watching this isn't like a magic pill. I mean, it's like, if you're thinking that, then we're all going to fail you, because we're not going to give you what you want. You have to have realistic goals, and what you want out of it, and they'll tell you honestly what it is. Like the peptides, I was asking, hey, will I do this? And like, well, I mean, it takes time, Eric. It takes, so many weeks and this and that. So, but for me, you're going to get energy from this. Your skin's going to look better. You're going to feel better, positive attitude. And as we get older, we need that. And you're right. If we're working out, you're doing stuff, I mean, my body's changed a lot just from the last 5 months too. And I go to the gym like 2 to 3 times a week. I don't do cardio. I should do more cardio. I should be doing cardio every day. I know, Jared, he's a beast over here. But, I'm lifting weights 3 times a week for an hour. The shot gives me the energy and keeps me going. So I would tell anyone, you got to do the work. You can get this, but still, work out because you can. You want to be active.
It's interesting you say that. I mean, I found that at our clinic, the most successful patients that we've seen have been one that have built a rapport and a communication with us. It is a two-way street. Getting testosterone dialed in is important. And that's why we do all the multiple lab tests. And we really want to kind of get your dose right for you. One size doesn't fit all. And we cater our treatment according to what your goals are. So having that communication with us is important, which a lot of the other clinics didn't do. You come in, you get your jab, and you're out. No one's talking to you. You don't have that direct link with people. No one knows you, which is exactly what we wanted to build out here with Game Day Men's Health, is building a relationship with our patients so that we understand how are they feeling. Do we need to up their dose? Do we need to decrease it? What is their estrogen levels? How is all of your hormones playing out? Like, how do we optimize and balance all of them? So a lot of our patients, like that treatment that we provide.
You're right, because you can go in, if you're watching this, you're curious, it's not like you just go in there and just, go ahead and stick it. No, they're checking your blood pressure, your pulse, you can do your weight, they're talking with you, how you feeling. It's not like, but it's great bedside manner. It's not like cold. I've seen the same people at Jared's place. You guys keep people. That's a place, that's how I can tell it's a good company too, when the same people are there. You ever go to a restaurant or go a place and you see, like, who's this person? Next week, who's this person? They can't keep people. There's probably usually a reason, because the management or someone's not doing what should be done for the coworkers and stuff. So you guys, for me, my experience, top notch.
Appreciate that. So you mentioned, so what you and I were just talking about is something, just had a conversation with somebody yesterday. See if you would agree with this, Eric. Like, there's 4, maybe there's 5 pieces that I always tell folks you have to engage in. It's your role of this symbiotic relationship is, right, get proper sleep, drink plenty of water, eat a good diet, exercise. And I always tell folks, if you're already exercising, that's the hard, diet is probably the hardest, but exercise is really hard for people to buy into if they haven't done it. So if you're already doing it, great. You're hitting one of the hardest things. And then what we offer can supplement that. Like it's a supplement, and it's an adder to all the stuff on your side of the fence you have to take care of. And some people, to your point, they do look at it as a potential magic pill that, hey, if I just get this shot, then everything will be fine. No, you still have to, do some, take part in this.
But you will, because you want to because you have the energy. The reason
That's the other one. I was like, you're going to end up having so much energy that you're going to need to do something.
you need a release, you need to do something,
And also the guys that are at the gym, but they kind of hit a plateau if their body is not optimized with their hormones. So, I always say that your testosterone really builds a foundation in your body. And then whatever you give it, it receives it better.
Yep, it's so true. And, I love living in 2026 to have something like this, I feel bad for all these guys in, the 60s and 70s. Maybe it was there, but or nobody talks about it too. I'll say that. That's why I love being able to talk about you guys on the radio, because some guys are embarrassed about it. But I mean, if a guy's got ED problems, he doesn't have to live with that. You can get that taken care of.
It's
Don't
just
be embarrassed
sad
by
that,
it. I hate that. I
it's
feel
never
bad for
been
guys.
spoken about. The way when men's bodies change as they age, it's just never been spoken about. It's never been addressed. And so there's a lot of stigma attached to that because of it. Women, on the other hand, we've always been
we hear that.
Yeah, hot flashes. It's a joke, right? We've always been told that this is what you can expect when you hit a certain age. But men have never been told those things. And their body goes through changes too.
Yep. And that's why you guys are great, because you're educating people. And that's why I tell people on the radio, I was like, I'll even say, I'll be like, ladies, if you're listening and you notice your husband, because sometimes us guys are wimps, or there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
You get your guy there and see what they can do for you. Especially if they're lacking in the bedroom, they're around the house just being, not lazy, they're just like lethargic and stuff. I mean, if you've been with your man for 15, 20 years, you know your man, and you're like, well, he's not the same. He's just getting older. No, it doesn't have to be that way. He could still be older, but be the same as he was 15 years ago if he takes care of, getting the blood work, and you'll see what's wrong with him. And maybe his testosterone's fine, and it could be other things. But you don't know unless you go visit. And you guys got 14 locations, 14 locations. You guys are everywhere
14.
now.
Yeah.
14. Yeah,
And 450 clinics open nationwide.
See, so then could you do that? Like, say I was I'm staying in Phoenix. You have one in Phoenix. Can you go to that one, or do you have to stay in the one you always go to?
Yeah, it's a little.
That was quite tougher because you don't have the same paperwork and stuff.
A little tricky, yeah. If every now and then, if the two clinics want to work together, and let's say you're on vacation in Phoenix, you're going to be here for 2 weeks, and you just need a shot, we probably can work it out with a clinic there. Hey, this guy just needs a shot. We can send you his paperwork or something like that. But if it's more than that, it gets tricky.
Because you're under the treatment and care of the clinic that you're going to.
When I was on the cruise, you guys helped me because I wasn't going to be there for like 9 days. So we figured out our plan, and I got a little extra boost at the beginning, and that way, by the time I was getting off the boat, and then I had to go back the next day to get testosterone again. So I was able to stretch it out.
We can load you a little bit beforehand, and if you're going to be gone some extra days.
So that's what's another thing that's good. You could talk with them, tell them, hey, I'm going on this trip, I'm doing this, and they'll work with you and get you. Maybe you only want enough. Maybe it's like, hey, I'm going to be going. Can I come back on Friday, and this is like 6 days, and do less here and then more there. You guys are magicians. You guys know the formula.
That's what helps, that with 450 clinics open, there's a lot of aggregated data that we use to kind of build our protocols. It's not somebody with an opinion of how you should be treated, which often does happen in your single individually owned clinics out there. And then we also get a lot of support from our other clinics as well. So like if you were going on a trip, we could make arrangements for you. It's not guaranteed, but we definitely have that support from the other clinics as well.
That's great.
Is there something, I mean, you touched on this a little bit, and maybe you have a story where you connected with somebody in this regard, but somebody that's hesitant, somebody that's questioning, somebody that's doubtful, what would you say to them? I kind of have something I tell people that's doubtful, but is there something you would tell folks?
I just tell people, like, through my experience, because I know everyone could be different, but I mean, I don't think I'm wrong, because I know there's a lot of guys like me out there that are happy now because they got testosterone replacement, TRT therapy. And I would tell people, go in and talk, bring your mate with you, bring your wife, and your wife, you need to get stuff done there too. It's not just all guys. I've been in there, I've seen lots of women doing things too. I don't ask, I know they're doing stuff. But I would just say, talk to them. They can do blood work, they can tell you what they can do for you, and then you judge. I can't force anyone to ever do it, but I can tell them to go talk to you guys. You get a complimentary visit, so when you go in there, it's not going to cost you anything. Find out where you stand, and if you want your life to change the next 5 months, by actually earlier than that, but by the summertime, you're going to be feeling great. Summer vacation, you're going to be living life. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be living.
That's exactly right. I mean, that first visit's free. You get to know your testosterone levels, your prostate health, your blood thickness. You meet the provider. We get your results in 15 minutes. You meet the provider, go over your medical history, your symptoms, and see if this is a fit. The one thing we don't do, Eric, is we don't strong arm our guys into getting treatment with us. It's got to work for you. It's got to be a relationship that, works for both of us. And if we believe this treatment is a good fit for you and can help you with your goals and eliminate some of your symptoms, then yeah, we encourage you to kind of seek help. But we're not here to kind of say, okay, now you got the free initial things, so now you got to sign up with us. So we don't put any kind of pressure on you that way.
No, you just see where you stand. Like yesterday when I was in there, I was asked about a certain peptide, and they're like, that's up to you, Eric. So, but which one do you recommend? Should I do? And like, they're all good for different things. I'll tell you here's what it is. This will, yada, yada, yada. You make the decision, and we can guide, and we can't force you, because, some places could be unethical and do that and say, oh, no, you need this. You need this one over here, even though it's the same as this one, and it's more, even though it does the same, and you're better for this. Right. That's my biggest thing. I don't put my name on things that I don't believe in, or talk about things that or if I felt like something was off, I wouldn't want to promote anything or use it. Mostly use it. Yeah. If I felt that way, I'm not going to use it. My health is important. My dad died when he was 55. My mom when she was 42 from cancer. Life is short. Mm-hmm. But in my life, when I see my in-laws that are in their 80s, I see how one didn't do any exercise. It's just tough to see, as you get older, it's not easy. So this is your founding youth, guys. This is your chance. If you're listening to this, at least talk to them. See what you can do for your body, because this is all we got.
One body, one life.
Exactly. And just to speak on that as well, I have a story. Like my son came to me the other day, and he said he has an older car. He finally wants to buy a car. He's good with his money. He's like, all right, I think I'll buy a car. So I'm gonna have to have the buying a car master class with him to show him all this stuff. And it just made me think about sort of what you guys were just saying about having somebody come in and not strong arm you. One thing I hate about buying a car, which is why I try to do almost 99% of it online, is I don't want to have to do this negotiation stuff, because it ruins the experience for me, and I'm frustrated when I drive off. So I don't like it. So
you're there for 7 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when you want a car, you're still there for 6 hours. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Somebody give me the keys, please. But it's the scenario that, and I'm going to kind of touch on it. We don't want somebody coming in feeling strong arm and then they're frustrated. And usually those folks, if they feel that way, whether we created that situation or not, they usually cancel in a few days. So that's not a good experience. It's about, we want you to be able to have all the information you possibly can have so that you can make an informed decision. And 99% of the time, if you walk in with 2 or 3 symptoms, we'll have a solution for those 2 or 3 symptoms, and it's up to you to pull the plug or to fight that out.
So that's a good point, Jared. If you force somebody and they feel like they're talked into it, they're going to cancel anyway, and that's not what you're in the business for. You guys are here to make people happy. Happy people means they're healthy
you're
and they're
not
going to come
locked
back and
into-
tell their friends. And everybody, hopefully the whole world can be, and the positive, less brain fog. I highly recommend it. I'm telling you right now, at least go talk to, they have 14 locations, so there's no reason, it's too far away. Nope, there's one.
And
there's one everywhere.
Yeah, and the thing is, nobody's locked into a contract. Everybody's, a patient because they want to be a patient. So we're not forcing anything. We're not trying to, pressure you into buying anything. If this helps you and it changes your life, then we're here for you.
Yep, love that. That's key. I don't know if other places lock you in, but none of, I was not, you don't get forced to buy anything, and you don't get locked in anything. If anything, everyone's there. You feel like you got a bunch of cheerleaders for you. And I'm telling you guys, don't be embarrassed. Like, oh, I don't want to go in there, should I wear a hat? Everyone's there to help you. The people going in there are nice. You meet people. It's funny seeing the ladies come in with their man, trying to drag them in because guys are scared. We're babies. I'll admit, as men, we can be
big babies sometimes. So it's I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. It's really important to just come in and get the information, right?
Yep. So. That's all you have to do, and I'm telling you, your life will change for the better.
Because a lot of guys really don't know what the testosterone numbers are. They have all the symptoms, and they don't know why they feel that way. And your general PCP is often not testing for these things either. So that's why we offer it free, because we really believe that every man should know what his numbers are.
Yep. And what they could do. And you get, like I said, there's so many options there. I know we talk about testosterone replacement therapy a lot here, but that's what I'm on. That's all I know. But there's so many other things you guys do. Just go to their website and you can see everything they can offer for you if you're watching this. But I highly recommend it. You got nothing to lose.
So
what you can lose is if you don't do it right away, you just lost a few months. Now I just wish I did this a year ago. Now I'd be ahead.
So to that point, the last thing I want to ask you, see if you can draw a connection to, because I know Amin and I've talked about this with some of the patients before, is so Eric has come in and we have helped Eric, but in order I can't think of the words, but in doing so, right, in helping Eric, we really help Eric's small work, right? So we have now helped Eric because you have a clear mind, you have more energy for your kids, you have more energy for your spouse, you wake up full of energy for your show. So it's really the ecosystem of Eric Rowe that we now helped, and that is big, especially for I don't want to go down this whole esoteric path, but for men as leaders, as fathers, as guiders of whoever we're guiding, that's big. That's a big piece. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Just what you're saying is 100%. I'm with my kid. My kids are older now. I wish I had this 5 years ago, because now they're 14, about to be 15 next week. Now they're 17, but one's looking at colleges now. I will be a senior next year, so you gotta do all that stuff and help them out. And it takes a lot of energy. Everyone knows as a parent, it takes a lot of energy for kids. You love them, and I just want to be there for them, and I don't want to be that guy that's on the couch not doing anything. Yeah, I want to be healthy, happy, and here. That's 3 H's.
Yeah.
I don't want to be just here. I want to be here with them, being part of their lives, not just sitting back going, oh, I'm too tired. I can do that. Oh, I've been up since 4 a.m. Oh, guys, I'm tired. I can't. No, that's no excuse. You want to be with your kids and family and wife. Like you said, guys, you want your libido back? It's a great way to get you. Sometimes my wife's like, maybe you don't need a shot this week, Eric. Maybe you should just hold off. I'm like, it's all right. It's a no-brainer. I'm just so happy to be working with you guys and having you help me change my life. It's pretty awesome. So thank you. Well, we have a podcast. You can always You can always hear the stuff later on the podcast. We have it all there too. But my favorite day is a rainy traffic day in Houston, because I know we have lots of listeners. I know they're not happy. I'm happy, but they're not. But
Not good traffic, yeah.
but thank you guys so much for everything you guys are doing, not just for me, but people of Houston and 450 stores of all over the United States for sure. And I don't know if you're in Canada or still I don't know where else you are, but I figure you're everywhere. So thank you guys, and just keep doing it and change some lives.
So second, thank you for being open and honest and kind of sharing with everybody what's going on with you. And I'm pretty sure it'll resonate with a lot of guys out there. For the listeners that are watching, you can catch Eric on every morning during the week. The Roula Show with Eric, 104.1 KRBE. What time are those?
6 a.m. till 10, 6 to 10, and then we put the show up on podcast wherever you get your this podcast here. When you're watching this, you can go over to type in our name from YouTube, Spotify, Apple. You got to be everywhere now, right? So we're everywhere.
Well, awesome. What is there?
Oh.
Yep. You can find us on Instagram. See if I can do this off the top of my head at GameDay_Memorial, at GameDay_Katy, or at GameDay_HTX_downtown. So with that, Eric, is there any other place you want folks to find you?
No, that's about it. That's the best place. If you see me out and about, come say hi. Or if you want to talk about this, Producer Eric is my socials. So just type in Producer Eric and you can DM me if you have questions. Maybe you saw this and you want to ask one-on-one, I'll tell you and get you set up with the right people. They will take care of you. Right there. Right there. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you, Amina. And for everybody listening, we appreciate it. Everyone have a great day.